Hello and good evening. Welcome to Ham Radio 2.0 live from the Ham Shack. My name is Jason. My call sign is Kilo Charlie 5 Hotel Whiskey Bravo. Took a little sabbatical the last few weeks. This will be the first video I publish since the Hearst Amateur Radio Club new technician class videos that I put up back in March. And they were 3 videos long. Each video was about 2 hours long, so I split it up into 3 videos, and it took a while to put all that together and get it all edited and whatnot, and then I published it. So I took a couple of weeks off after that, and I'm getting back to it. I've been shooting some videos about some new radios that I'm fixing to debut. Debut the videos anyway. So I'm not actually making my own radio, but I've been doing some stuff like that, and I just thought I'd do basically a sabbatical, coming back from sabbatical type video to let everyone know that I haven't gone anywhere. I've just been kind of busy with been at a Hamfest pretty much every weekend since the first weekend in March. I'm recording this video the second week in April right now, and April 2016. And like I said, I've been at a show pretty much every weekend except the last weekend in March, which was Easter weekend. I didn't go to show that weekend. But pretty much every weekend since the first weekend in March, I've done a Hamfest. So I've been traveling around a bunch. A couple of them were here locally, but most of them were away. Last weekend, I was up in Claremore, Oklahoma for the Green Country Hamfest. That was a really fun show. Never did that show before, so I got to see a couple other people that I'd talked to over email. I got to see several of the vendors that I see at most of the other shows, and got to meet a few new people. Really big DMR presence up in Oklahoma, so that was fun to meet a bunch of those guys I've talked to on the radio up there. And that was last weekend. So this next weekend I'm headed down to Belton for the semi-annual Belton Hem Expo. It is just south of Waco, Texas, a straight shot down I-35. About 2.5 hours from Dallas-Fort Worth, and it's a really good show. I did a video of the Belton Hamfest last October that I published here on Ham Radio 2.0, and I've kind of slacked off. I guess I haven't really said this up front, but I've kind of slacked off on the Hamfest videos because they just weren't getting the hits that I was hoping to see on the website and on YouTube, I should say. They weren't getting the hits on YouTube that I would have liked to see. So I thought my efforts were better concentrated on new radio releases and how to program videos and that kind of good stuff. So I will be doing a video of Dayton next month in May of 2016. I will be traveling to Dayton. I went to Dayton in 2014, but I missed last year due to a conflict. So Dayton 2016, I will be there. I will have my camera, and I will be going around taking video of the vendors and the different people there. I won't have a booth set up to sell stuff. I'm just going as an attendee and to shoot video. So a couple of the guys from one of the local clubs here, we're going up together, and we're renting a car together, so we'll be able to drive around and do stuff after hours. But we'll be at the Dayton show. We'll be up there late Thursday night and be there through Sunday. So I'll be there all 3 days, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Go home Sunday evening, and really looking forward to it. I'm sad that I missed last year, so this year I'm looking forward to getting back to it. Should be a couple new radios that get debuted up there in Dayton, so I'm hoping to see that as well. Probably the month after that, in June, is going to be the big Texas Hamfest up in Irving, Texas, called HamCom. And at HamCom, I will be giving a presentation on DMR, and kind of like an introduction to DMR, but also like how DMR has grown, and the different networks, the Brandmeister networks, and the DMR Mark network, and the Hytera network, and how all of those kind of mesh together. It'll all kind of be part of the presentation. I've attended HamCon for the last several years. Last year was the first year they did it at this new venue in Irving. And they had a guy giving a presentation for D-Star, and Yezu was there giving a presentation for Fusion, but absolutely no one gave any presentation for DMR. And there is a huge DMR community in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. So I didn't get that. I don't get why nobody wanted to give a presentation for DMR, but people were giving a presentation for D-Star with their outdated technology. Now, a lot of people use D-Star, and I don't have anything against D-Star, but it's not as new and cool as DMR, in my opinion. And even though there's a lot of repeaters in this area, pretty much DMR has been growing by leaps and bounds. So I signed up to give a presentation at Hamcom in 2016. So if you're able to make it to Texas for that big show in June of 2016 in Irving, be sure and check out. They haven't given me a time or a date yet. I think it'll be Saturday, but I'm not 100% sure. And it'll just be the one time. I'm just giving it a one-time presentation. They asked me if I wanted to do it twice, and I said no, I don't want to do it twice. I'll just do it once. But going to be doing that at Hamcom. So looking forward to that. Be sure and come up to me before or after the presentation and tell me you saw me on video if you see this video and are able to make it to the show. The summer months are going to be kind of quiet. July and August, late June and July, there's not much going on. There's a couple of little Hamfests in July. August they'll start back up again. Really looking forward to the Duke City Hamfest out in Albuquerque, New Mexico. I got invited to go out there. Never been out there before. Actually, I was invited to go there last year, and I thought it was too far of a drive for me. But then the chairman, I think he's the chairman of the Hamfest, contacted me back in January of this year and was talking to me and gave me a formal invitation and said, we'd really like you to come out and we'll make you a deal on tables. And I'm like, okay, that's really cool. So I've decided to go, and I'll be promoting that on my website and probably here on Ham Radio 2.0. So that's probably the next video that I will do. So I'll do Dayton, and I'll do Hamcom, and then I'll probably do Duke City in August. And then for this year, for 2016, that's probably about all the videos I'm going to do. I don't imagine I will do any more videos right now for Hamfests. Not total videos. My goal is still to do one video a week, and obviously I've fallen way short of that for 2016 because I haven't had a video for about 3 weeks, at which time I released that Hearst Amateur Radio Club Technician Class video, which was 3 videos, but I hadn't done a video for 2 weeks prior to that either. So I've really my schedule's really just kind of been up in the air for the last, basically all of 2016. I started out pretty good in January and February, then I kind of slacked off in March, and here it is April, and I'm going to get back into it. So this video should post this weekend, and I'm going to try to keep on top of it as much as I can after that with radio reviews, how-to program radios. Upcoming, you will see a new mobile DMR radio from Puxing. You will see a new mobile DMR radio from TYT, which is hopefully going to be out here next month. You should see a new mobile radio from a company called Shengda, S-H-E-N-G-A. No, S-H-E-N-G-D-A, Shengda. And this radio's got a detachable face, and it looks very, very similar to an ICOM 2820H. So I don't know what to think about that one yet, but I'm going to do some testing on it. You'll see that upcoming. Probably going to grab one of those ICOM IC7300s and do a video on that one. I won't have time to go through all of the different menus in the HF rig, but it's a sweet-looking rig. I saw one last weekend. They've been out for 2 or 3 weeks now. They're a really neat-looking rig. Not sure I'd pay the $1,500 price tag for an ICOM when you can probably get an Elecraft for not much more than that, but it is a neat-looking radio, so probably do an unboxing video of it upcoming. Kenwood's got a new mobile radio that's supposed to be coming out by June, so I'll let you know more when I know more on that. And then, of course, the coveted Anytone Tri-Band, the AT58883, which is supposed to be the 2-meter 220-440 Tri-Band radio that they've been threatening to release for about 2.5 years. The latest thing is May. They're saying, it should be here by May. They pushed it back from March, and they pushed it back from January. Every 2 months, they push it back another 2 months, and that's been the case for about 2 years now. So, we'll see if that ever happens. I'm sure it will at some point in time, but I have no more information on that right now. So, Connect Systems is supposed to be debuting. They're supposed to have a prototype of their CS7000 radio at Dayton next month. And if they do, I will get some shots of that. So we'll see if that happens. They were supposed to have it last year at Dayton, and they didn't have it. And now it is another year. I signed up. I signed up to order one of those on the first go-around in Dayton of 2014, and they were saying it should be here by the end of 2014 or possibly January of 2015. And right now it's April of 2016. It's still not here. So they've had some setbacks from that just because of the new features and new challenges with making a radio that no one's ever done before. So looking forward to maybe seeing that at Dayton. We'll see if that holds true also. So anyway, that's what I've been up to. Mostly Hamfests, traveling on the weekends. Been doing some videos here and there that I have not completed editing with that I will be posting shortly. Going to be doing another video on DMR. I get a lot of questions on DMR about what is a talk group, what is a time slot, what does it mean to do this, what is a code plug, what is this, how do you use the software, how do you do this kind of thing. And I've been using DMR for so long that it seems like to me some of these questions that people ask are like, how do you not know that? And I have to remind myself that I've just been so deep into DMR since late 2013 that, these are not stupid questions. They're just... So I'm going to take a step back and try to do some of the basics on DMR. I'm going to do a video, a couple videos maybe, about how to use DMR, how to program DMR, what the different terms are, how to use a code plug, how to use the software, a couple different tricks for the software that I've seen from different manufacturers and this kind of stuff. So be watching for that coming up too. If anyone has any suggestions for videos you would like to see on any specific subject, feel free to shoot me an email. Go to my website at livefromthehamshack.tv, and you can see all the videos I've done to date, and you can go through them in order and see which dates they were posted, and you can email me, and you can comment on the videos, and you can email me directly from the website, and say, hey, I'd like to see a video on this, or can you do a review of this radio, or something like that. That's kind of what I'm going for, is to do reviews and whatnot of stuff that I want to do, but also stuff that you want to see. You as the viewer want to see. Something else I thought of just a second ago. What was it? Well, it'll come to me in a second, I suppose, but that's what my plan is. So hopefully, upcoming within the next few months, I'll be able to get back on track with the one video every week, usually posted on Sunday, sometimes Monday. And that's kind of the goal for Ham Radio 2.0 for 2016. So thank you for watching. Thank you for the encouragement. I get notes from people all the time, phone calls from people thanking me for the videos. I'm here to promote as much as I can just promote amateur radio. Amateur radio is, no matter what anyone may tell you, there's more people in amateur radio today than there has been in the history of the hobby. ARRL records that there's just over 720,000 different active ham radio call signs in the United States alone. Now, that doesn't mean that everyone's active on ham radio, but there are active call signs. In other words, there are call signs that have not expired yet or haven't been silent keyed. So that's a good number. That's the most ham radio operators we've ever had in the United States since the hobby began some 60, 80 years ago. So no matter what anyone tells you, ham radio is alive and well. There's new classes being given in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex every month. A couple of clubs will give them twice a month. Well, most clubs will give them once a month, but there's a couple of clubs that kind of overlap and give them the same month. So this is April of 2016. I know of no less than 4 classes given by 4 different clubs since January 1st of 2016, just in the Mid-Cities area. That doesn't include the outskirts of Fort Worth or the outskirts of Dallas. That's just in the Mid-Cities area. Hearst, Euless, Bedford, Grapevine, Mansfield, North Richland Hills, etc. So there's a lot of new ham radio activity in the Dallas-Fort Worth area as well as the United States in general. So I look forward to sharing knowledge, information, doing teaching classes, doing training classes, doing how-to videos, and just promoting amateur radio in general. 73 guys, thank you for watching. I hope to hear from you out there on the air or via the internet.